On this week's show, we head for Milan to see how the Monaco Day went at the Universal Expo. Then we're off to Marseille for the Monacoscope 21. And we'll finish off by visiting Iceland for the Games of the Small States of Europe. We start with the Milan Universal Expo, which opened its doors just over a month ago and is still as successful as ever. It brings together 140 countries in an area of around 1 million square metres. Amongst others, there are pavilions from South Korea, the United States, France and Chile. And the Principality is taking part in the event too, as it has done for the past 10 years. The 9th of June was actually Monaco's National Day in Milan, a great opportunity to highlight the country and to show off its various assets. Prince Albert II had travelled to Italy for the occasion to see the Monegasque pavilion for himself, as well as the Kazakhstan one too, where the next Universal Expo is to be held in 2017. Monacoscope 21 recently took place in Marseille. It is a Mediterranean climate summit that brings together all of the region's decision makers, including Prince Albert II and François Hollande. This event took place just before another major gathering in Paris at the end of the year, COP21, the United Nations Conference on Climate Change. Monacoscope is aiming to promote an exchange of ideas between all parties and put in place a positive agenda with annual meetings to assess climatic conditions in the Mediterranean. The Principality of Monaco has been committed to the protection of the environment for many years now, spurred on by the Sovereign Prince and his foundation. During their visit to Marseille, Prince Albert II and François Hollande were able to visit the largest solar catamaran in the world. Covered by 512 square metres of solar panels, Planet Solar travelled around the world from 2010 to 2012, a real feat. This boat is particularly well known in Monaco because originally its first mission was to be the first vessel to travel around the world using only solar power, and it departed from Monaco and arrived back in Monaco at the end of the trip. From the beginning, we knew this boat should have a second life. What to do once you've been around the world? So the boat was built from the start with this second life in mind. It was made bigger and heavier, so a bit slower, but with the capacity to welcome passengers on board. Now we're living that second life, and the boat is used for scientific cruises. We welcome scientists on board who come for cruises with different themes, usually linked to the environment, and the boat is used as a platform for scientific studies. As an ambassador for clean energy, Planet Solar has welcomed conferences and events, and since its departure in 2010, it has already been on 4 expeditions. The catamaran will head for Brittany before its next mission for some maintenance work, after which it will set off on a new adventure. We're staying with the protection of the environment with World Oceans Day, which was recently celebrated in Paris. The Sovereign Prince, along with a Monegasque delegation, had travelled there for the occasion. It was a good opportunity to launch an appeal to increase the focus on oceans during negotiations concerning climate change. This event, with workshops and meetings, brought together scientific experts, political decision makers, as well as some young people to improve awareness of the issues of tomorrow. During his speech, Prince Albert II reiterated his full commitment in current ongoing negotiations, be it for a statute of high seas or the sustainable development objectives specific to the oceans. Time to look back at the Games of the Small States of Europe and the Monegasque delegation of nearly 100 athletes that took part in this 16th edition in Iceland. The Principality was represented in 11 disciplines and did the country proud by winning 33 medals, 7 of which were gold. Monaco was 5th on the scoreboard. The athletics, shooting and table tennis teams were particularly successful during the week of competitions. The next appointment for the 17th Games of the Small States of Europe is in 2 years' time in San Marino. Time to go. See you next week.